Innovating Education Learning World in association with WISE, an initiative of Qatar Foundation.
Life behind bars means severing almost all links with the outside world. But education can be the window that lets hope in. More and more prisons are offering not only academic and vocational studies, but also arts, music, and, as we will see, theater. In a prison in Spain, over 1,000 prisoners can have a second chance. Long sentences pass more quickly as inmates prepare for a career. Join us in Madrid.
Having nothing to do can be the worst part of being in prison. This jail in Madrid houses 1,700 prisoners, and less than 100 of them have access to study programs. That's about average for Spain, where only about 2% of the prison population are in education.
Studying can open doors. I think that without an education, you're just another worker, nobody cares about you. But with one, you can get more out of life and never come back to prison.
The prisoners' study progress is closely monitored. If they fall behind, they're thrown off the program.
Time passes better. The important thing is not to think about how many years are left. Law studies take 4 years, so at least you know you'll be busy for those 4 years.
These prisoners also have some very restricted, very closely monitored internet access to tutorials and podcast lessons.
The biggest limitation is access to the internet. It's really restricted. But my teacher helped me and we managed to work around it so I can do my homework.
It's clear that education in prison can help cut reoffending. But increasing prisoners' access to education requires more funding. And that's a sore point these days.
We know how listening to music soothes the soul, but as some prisons in South America have discovered, playing an instrument can also reduce the likelihood of violence and facilitate reintegration. The network of prison orchestras of Venezuela is a good example of this. More now in this report.
The network of prison orchestras in Venezuela was set up in 2007 and so far has given a musical education to more than 1,000 prisoners.
There are disadvantaged people all over the world. Mostly the disadvantage is financial, but it is often also spiritual. When prisoners experience life in an orchestra, they forget about themselves and see themselves as useful in society. This program connects us to the outside world. The method we use here within the prison is intensive. It is like a university. Our studies are divided into several subjects: musical language, theory and reading, individual lessons and workshops and rehearsals. When you play for someone else, you get recognition, appreciation for what you're giving, which is very good for identity and self-esteem. I could not imagine my life here without the orchestra, without my music. It is liberating and magical. It helps me forget reality.
In Italy, the fortress of Volterra, now converted into a prison, provides the dramatic setting for the inmates to express their acting skills. Each year, prisoners prepare for a major theatre production that even goes on tour. Through performance, the prisoners experience a world beyond their confinement. Let's have a look.
This high-security prison in Italy holds 180 offenders, serving sentences from 15 years to life. This is where theatre director Armando Punzo has chosen to work. Not for humanitarian reasons, but because he was tired of working with professional actors. The company produces one show a year.
Sono sempre stato sfortunato. Mia madre era ubriacona. Mio padre giocava a carte.
On
the first day, I realized that they understood and accepted the challenge of my proposal to form a real theatre company. For most of them, it meant changing their lives forever. I keep saying that and it might sound soft, but I really mean it. This experience changed my life. It changed me from inside, culture, art, the theatre. It made me look inside myself. It made me grow. Everything changed, my whole outlook on life. I'm very conscious of this. And I like it so much that I really can't imagine living without it. I'm addicted. The simple thought that I could be excluded from next year's show makes me feel sick. I think I'd die, but being truthful, it means I can't live without it.
Bisogna mentire per essere veritieri, anzi, andare bene, ma poi di che verità si tratta? Se è vero che sono un condannato, intendo a recitarsi, scene della propria vita interiore, non esigerete nient'altro che una recita. Wow!
These projects force us to rethink the way we conceive life in prison. You can watch this program and previous ones on our website. Goodbye for now.
Learning World in association with WISE, an initiative of Qatar Foundation.